Off Grid Tiny House. So, you saw me do a bunch of ripping and tearing here. And I can't get my drill up to remove these little pieces I put in. But, I'm gonna go get a stubby Robertson screwdriver and bring that back tomorrow. I'm not doing any more today. Pretty tired because I haven't eaten yet. I've polished off that chloroquine in the tonic water, Canada Dry tonic water, and I had a little bit of, so what I did, I basically drank about half the tonic water, and it was getting rougher as I went. And basically, what I did was I poured the rest of my bottled water into the can, the Canada Dry tonic water with the chloroquine in it. Yeah, it seemed to cut the taste substantially. Maybe could have added a little lemon juice or a shot of lemon in there, and it wouldn't be half bad. So I'll have to come up with a little recipe and share it with you guys of how to make the chloroquine Canada Dry tonic water taste a little better. But anyways, I finished it off, though I got it's like a slight headache, but that's probably because I haven't eaten, most likely. But anyways, so here is the Dyson's gone. All I have left is my old video camera plugged in. The inverter is charging it, and I have plenty of juice. Nice windy, sunny day, but the inverter will be shutting off because there's no way I'm leaving that on, because there's no way for it to automate itself and shut itself off. So I have the TVs. Here's my main TV, and here's the donated one. The donated one's not much bigger than my original, but they're both 12 volt, which is not bad. But luckily I'm gonna mount it somewhere. I'm not worried about where I'm putting it at this moment, because basically I'm opening up the trailer. As you can see, the wall's ripped out, and I disassembled the wall, which was quite the task in here. I had to become a contortionist. And now I need your guys' help as layout. Where did the cabinets go? This one looks not bad on this side, actually. I'm thinking about putting these two short cabinets right, like right on the wall where these solar panels are laying in the boxes here. Put two of those shorties there, because that way I can mount my camera here and film, make filming near my wood stove a lot easier. So I think I know where those two are going. So it'd be just this guy, and he can actually probably go on this side of the trailer, to be honest. And then I think what I want to do is put the wood stove somewhere in here, the new one, but I will not know until I bring it over here and kind of you know, figure out a layout. So hopefully you guys out there can help me out. I know the trailer looks ugly as sin, but it's practical, not cosmetic. Everything works, it's just, you know. One thing I think I need to do is I have to keep those lights on, the LED lights back there on, And the reason for that is I do not want to overvolt my lithium battery. The battery is pretty much at max already. The only thing keeping it from overvolting, and what do I mean by overvolt, is this thing has built-in safeties on the BMS that when it 97% capacity, 13.5, when it gets to a certain point on the internal BMS, which is battery management system, that's what it stands for, it will blank out and blank out this sucker, as far as I remember, because it happened when I left it here with no loads on other than this guy. But yeah, so the Dyson's fully charged. Basically this thing's just spinning its wheels with some lights right now. I can actually shut off. I'm going to do that right now. Hold the button down. There goes that. And I will shut the inverter off. And I'm just going to leave these lights on and as a load, or at least one light. Oh no, I guess they're both tied in. So I gotta leave both lights on. And I have really no other choice, because if I do not, this will go into overvolt. I believe the MPPT goes into overvolt lockout and stops putting a charge in the battery until I drain it down, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I think that's how it went. Oh, it's been so long, I guess. Well, with everything going on, I guess everything's a learning curve. Your mind's thinking about other things. But anyways, not the best time to be redoing my tiny house, but it really is, because I'm preparing, guys, in case my family's got to bug out here to the off-grid tiny house. And one thing I'm worried about is getting my hands on wood stove pipe, but I don't think a lot of people are running out and buying wood stove pipe, if you catch my drift. Now, the reason I need 6-inch wood stove pipe for the new barrel stove, and I got so much work ahead of me, it's pitiful. I'm gonna have, when it's in here, I'm gonna have a nice long, the longest 6-inch stack I can get for flue pipe, and then an elbow. And then I'm gonna go across and out through I gotta find a double or triple wall horizontal section for the pipe to connect to and go outside to a T and a little piece. Now, because I'm so high inside the tiny house, I don't need more expensive pipe outside, and dual benefit, I get more heat inside. So that's pretty sweet. Now the only thing I got to be super cautious with this stove, because it's not recommended for residential. This isn't really considered residential though. Not really. But I still have to be careful not to overfire the barrel stove. Oh, little update on that. I was doing yard work around my parents' house to help them out. And when the city was doing their running utility lines and stuff for the fiber internet, fiber optics, they were doing it late in the season, like we were in November. And so when they backfilled the holes in our front lawn, instead of using dirt, they used sand. And I didn't discover that until I put a shovel through it and was like, no wonder nothing's going to grow on the lawn. But so happens is I need some sand to line the bottom of the barrel stove, about 2 inches thick, so heat doesn't burn out the bottom, because I scorched the grass outside if you saw, and so it doesn't burn my hearth, which I still got to figure out what I'm doing for that. So that I saved some money on sand, acquiring sand, so I got a whole big whack of it for free, because I had to dig out the backfill that the city put in my parents' lawn. And then what I did was I went out and just dug up a bunch of dirt. Now, the dirt I found was pretty clay. I tried to not go there, but at least stuff can grow in some semi-clay soil, as opposed to sand, because there's no way your lawn will come back when there's sand you're growing on top of sand, unless you make a layer of soil to throw on top of the sand and build up a foundation for it. But anyways, interesting things as life happens. Wanted to talk to you guys heavily on what you guys are doing to prepare for this corona thing. If the economy doesn't get back on track shortly, within a few months, we are looking at a Great Depression. And I don't know about you, but you're going to need all the survival skills you have plus more to survive that. As well as possibly a shelter of some sort that's movable if you have to bug out. I don't think I'm going to be able, I'm not planning on this place to be moved anywhere, but I don't think I will have to move it. But worst comes to worst, guys, I'm going to be bugged out here full time, maybe possibly even with the family. And so I got to get all my shit in order, like getting a proper layout and getting the stove over here and getting a hearth for the stove. And I did not fill the barrel stove with sand until it's in place over here, because that would be heavy as hell and my spine would be gone. Right now, the barrel stove, I can move it one-handed, well, two-handed, because it's, but no issues. I don't need an extra person to help me with it. And that's an awesome wood stove, if you ask me. But now, I got to get that in order, because I may not have access to propane anymore. That means cold showers, guys. Ooh, wonderful. Yeah, so once I have the barrel stove in here installed, up and running, my propane usage will drop significantly. I will only be using it for basically my on-demand hot water tank for hot water, and that's only for showers, so because I don't use any for laundry whatsoever. Now, if you guys could help me out with a layout plan, that'd be awesome. You guys have watched my videos, I'm sure. You know where kind of everything is. And yeah, that'd be helpful. Now, the reason I want the barrel stove over there in the storage area is if I'm sleeping somewhere in here, I want to be close to the door so I can get the hell out of here in case the stove takes off or something horrendous happens. I will need an exit plan. So I can't just, let's put the barrel stove right in the center of the tiny house and whatever, right? I don't think that's going to happen. It could be a plan. I don't know. Could I drop it here and put my bed on that side? And in case a fire breaks out here, I'll be on that side of the room and I can bail out the door. You guys tell me where you think the barrel stove should go. The bed can move. like a lot of stuff is going to move around the tiny house. A lot of stuff I'm gonna have to get rid of. It's becoming a hoard zone here. I have you know, I have too much shit is what it is. But then again, when you're on a budget, you kind of use what you have collected and go from there, type of thing. So it's just one of those things, guys. Oh, I got a Lysol wipe in my pocket still. Get rid of that. Not that I've been needing it. Anyways, I think I'm out of here for today. I just want to chill out and go from there. I actually may kill those lights just for the hell of it, because I really don't want anybody thinking somebody's here. I want to keep a low profile, stealth style. So, oh, somebody is here. Oh, you coming in for the visit?
Yeah, well, Mom and I, she wants to just go for a full.
Oh, go for a drive. So I got the wall out.
Holy shit.
I know. I'm gonna have to get a stubby router thing off you and pull these out.
Yep.
But not today. I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah. Well,
And I
shut
got-
her down. Yeah.
Then I got the
Whatever, yeah.
and then I got the I moved the Dyson over there, and
Well,
the
that
solar's
looks,
back up and running.
but the turbine's not spinning right now, but the wind comes up and down.
Yeah, well, it's doing its thing there, so